Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
So stressful when the world's on fire. Good God. I can't look at this, guys. Like, my strategy is you buy it and you hope that you got a good spot. Yeah, but we all think you're crazy. You don't fight this. No way. The markets are freaking out and you don't think that anything is wrong? Come back tomorrow and I'll lose it all. Should be fun. Good morning, everybody. It is what, the 17th? Tuesday the 17th. School is out, so I hired myself an apprentice here. Oh, we're gonna have to zoom this out a little bit and adjust the focus just a bit so that you're in focus. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. Come on. There we go. There we go. Say hi, Everett.
Hi.
Say hi in the microphone. Go hold it.
Hi.
There we go. So, let's get into, let's look at what we got going on first, right? So come over here. This chart right here, Everett, is each bar is a 30 minutes time period, right? The orange bars are periods where they moved down, and blue bars are periods where they moved up, right? So here, they started here. They came all the way down here. You see this little tail? And then they ended that time period here. That's what that means, okay? So yesterday morning, we were like limit down. They halted everything. We're limit down all the way down. And then later, they came back. They tried to make it back. They did okay. But then the bears just, man, they came in so hard. But they did not make it to the negative 13%. If you get negative 13%, they halt it again. So here, 5%, 7%, and then 13%. Okay, overnight, they started up, and then there's a 5% limit up. They stopped them there. Now we're kind of going back and forth. But you know what? We're 24, 2440, 2450 is like a fair area, and we might spend a lot of time here. So this is S&P 500 futures, right? ES is the big one, right? And then ZN is the one that we usually pay attention to. ZN actually a pretty good step lower from yesterday. By the way, I had that like super long, Yeah, I wish I could have taken it off overnight, but we took it off somewhere up in here. Turned out okay. We got a really good winner out of it, actually. So let's make sure I've got, that's right. Okay. So anyways, Everett.
Yeah.
I've got the chat window right here.
Hello, chat window.
Nobody said anything yet. It's okay. They come. They'll come. I'll turn this thing on so that I can see it over here. Close that. Oh, let's move it back over to here. Okay. So the main thing that I want you to do is watch that chat window. And if anybody says anything, to read out their message. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so somebody joined in and I don't know how to say
Their Japanese name.
They say, "Hi, how are you?"
I forget the text to the speech reader actually reads it out, but I forget how to read it. He's been coming around for a couple of days. But I missed you yesterday, buddy. How are you doing? Okay, so read those out. I'll put that one, I'm going to put this up here. And then would it help to move the monitor out a little bit?
Yeah, it probably helped.
Back, or is that, let's move it back just a little bit. All right, there you go. So now you can see that. Good. All right, so now the next thing that I want you to pay attention to is this chart right here. I'm going to zoom it in a little bit. See, there's a green line and a blue line.
Mm-hmm.
So if one of these bars is heading down and about to touch that green line, we want to know about it. And it tells us what price that's going to happen at. 24.31, right? So if we go below 24.31, we want to know. Okay? So that's the second thing you need to pay attention to. And then the third thing to pay attention to is this right here. Okay? So let me explain how this works. These are people looking to buy, and these are people looking to sell, right? Blue column buy, red column sell. So if I came over here and I clicked in this column and I put an order in there, I don't want to get filled, but let's go like way down here, okay? If this was a live order, you see how it says 31 right there? If I were to click, that would turn into 32, right? Meaning I'm looking to buy there, right? Same on the upside. If I click there, that would become 22, whatever, right? And then these ones on the inside are people using market orders and hitting into you, right? So the way that this works is, we will go short here. Let's see if it'll fill us. Okay, so now we're short, right? See this column right here? Tells us how much money you make at each price, okay? So if it comes all the way up to here, we lose $30. So I'll put an order in here. If we lose $30, then like we're done. That's all I want to risk, right? And then down here on the other side, if we could get maybe to 100, maybe I'll put an order in there and we'll take a profit at 100, okay? So the way that this kind of works is people take positions, right? And then if it moves too far, then this would be converted into a buy order, right? So if we went short, we sold, and then it comes up here, and then it hits that, what's going to happen? We're going to buy it back, right? And when you buy it back, that can make it move against you more, right? So that's kind of the game, is there's going to be traders in here, and they're all trying to buy or sell it and push it their direction. We want them to push it down. It looks like they're giving us some trouble, though. Already giving us some trouble. See like that? See how it jumped up there? That's because some people's stops got hit. So we'll just get out of that. Make sense so far? Questions? Hold it close, by the way. That microphone, you want it to be like right here. You don't know. Okay. So let's just watch it. So you pay attention to this one, and I'll pay attention to this one. Looks like some buying coming in here, actually. They gave us a good little head fake there.
Somebody
read his name
in the chat. Sebastian Marquis, I think that's how you say it. The child understood perfectly.
There you go.
And then the Japanese guy is asking, how do you adjust the stop according to the volatility?
Very good question. So over here on this chart right here, I have an indicator that's called the ATR, which is average true range. So that's telling me that in a 30-minute, or not a 30-minute, like a 15-minute period or whatever, like a bar is on average 7 points right now, which is, actually really, really big. So I know based off of that kind of where I need to set my stop. In that instance, I set it to what, 3 points away. Normally I only set it 2 points away or 1 point away, but it's just so wild right now. So you kind of want to set it by that, but you also sometimes have to set it by how much money you can actually afford, right? So that's how that works. Move the view back over to here. All right. So are they hitting that green line again? Yes, they are. So we had a pretty good move against us, and then they came back down, which is something that you will see quite often. So you think like it's going to go my way, and then they'll move against you and stop you out, and then they'll go your way. 34. Now, what are the treasuries doing here?
Japanese guy said, yeah, that's what I use, but the markets move so fast. And Sebastian Marquis says it seems the market is trying to stabilize momentarily. Gary Rich says, run kid, run fast. So innocent to get him in the market's law.
I know, right? Well, I'm only gonna force him to do it one day. Don't get addicted. It can be really stressful, right? When we're only trading sim orders today because the market is just way too volatile to trade like live, but it gets really stressful. When it's real money, it can be very stressful. See, I think that the E-mini looks like the 10-year, these are 10-year treasuries. They look like they're about to move up, but I kind of see this like floor beneath us that they keep like pulling out. So I don't know if it's safe to get it there at 10.5. See, like they're stacking it up really nice. Well, there was a good little downturn. That was what we wanted to see in the E-mini, right? Maybe now that it's done it, we could try it again.
Oh, the green bar hit the blue bar again.
Yeah, we're well below the green bar now. But that one, we're probably a little bit too late because the green bar was at 24.33 and we're already at 30. So maybe we'll let it pull back a little bit. So I guess the next thing is I should explain to you what all these different charts are. So this ES, you see right there, it says ES, 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 MES. MES is just like micro ES, so it's like the same instrument, but 1/10 the money, right? These ones you're risking $1.25 for each one of these slots, and this one you're risking like $12. But anyways, so ES is an index of the 500 largest companies in the United States, publicly traded companies, right? So when this goes up, it means that companies like Apple are worth more. When it goes down, that means that companies are worth less. Make sense? Okay. Then the other one are these Z's. Move that up a little bit. So ZB, ZN, ZF, but primarily ZN is the most popular, is treasuries, 10-year treasuries. So 10-year treasury is basically people loaning the federal government money for 10 years. And if the government gets to use it for 10 years, and then the government pays it back to them with interest. Okay? So when markets are moving down, interest rates go down, and people generally want to buy these treasuries. So these tend to move opposite of each other, right? When this moves down, this tends to move up, and when this moves up, this tends to move down. Okay?
So is it a good thing when it moves down?
When the treasury moves down? Yeah. Well, it depends on if you have a position on. But for everybody else, yeah, generally it's a good thing for it to move down. Unless you like want to buy a house, because when it moves down, interest rates get higher, which means that you have to pay more interest on if you were to buy a new house. Okay. Right? So this is why this number is so important. It's like right now the interest rate, so there's price and interest rate. We're looking at price, right? But when price moves up, interest rate moves down. And right now, the interest rate on the 10-year treasury is almost zero, which means people give the government money for 10 years and they don't get any interest back. And why would you do that? Because you're scared out of your mind. And you're just afraid you want to put the money somewhere safe, okay? They're getting a pretty good downturn now. Look, we're at 24. So that trade could have been okay if, I hadn't gone against her stop.
It looks like a helix.
A helix. Yeah. They're selling it pretty good there. They're not moving that point of control down, but they're trading it pretty good. I'm wondering, so there's this little spot here. See, this is the same thing as this. It's just a little bit zoomed out. So you can see there's this little line right here. They're going for it. They're going for it. This is just like where this hour starts. Oh, no, wait. That's where we started the week. That's where we started the week. We opened the week at that line. So it looks like they're going for it. We're actually positive on the week. That's funny. Hasn't been a good week for markets.
I can tell.
I was going to have you come in yesterday, but then they were limit up, and I'm like, well, there's not going to be a whole lot to see if they're halted and everything. Oh, look at that come back. Look at it come back. Okay, so this is what it'll do sometimes on you, right? There's this big move down, and look, they canceled it out. And now it says buy. No. Okay, fine there. Let's see if it fills that one. Okay. Try and scale with it here a little bit. If we can get a little buy impulse, come on. Not cooperating today. It is not cooperating today. Doing that. Now the treasuries did tick down a little bit, but not a ton.
So the Japanese person asked, "What is your name?" "Call me Monica."
Oh, color. Okay. Tell him your name.
I'm Everett.
There you go.
Hi.
Oh, they all know my name. The channel is Speculator Seth.
I guess that makes sense.
Is it gonna do it? There we go. Hey, look at that. Now we're in the green. Or the blue. I use blue for green. Blue means making money. Orange means not making money. I look at that.
Jerry
Oof.
is awake. Said good morning.
Hey Jerry, how's it going? No relation to our bird. Look at him moving around so much. Yeah, our Jerry is not awake. He's still sleeping.
That's a good thing.
Oh yeah. It's so annoying when I hear him in the background. Hold the microphone close when you talk. Okay. Interesting. Outside bar, probably I think that we should move up here, but it looks like they're fighting it. So we kind of got a back and forth going on here. I'm wondering if... Come on. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to play the range with multiple orders, right? I have one order that kind of starts my base position, and then as it wiggles around, I make a little bit so that if it goes against me, I don't lose as much. Okay. Well, so far they're kind of trending down a little bit, so don't know if this is going to work out. See, they're not coming back up there for that. Oh, we gotta get out of that now. That really failed on us. It was good for a while. They're fighting. This one we should wait a little bit now. We should probably wait until the top of the hour. Because they got back up to that 2430 area. And then they were rejecting it. So probably, unless we want to sell it.
Oh. David Felke says, "Good morning.
Yeah.
Kiddo study STEM. I don't know. I think that's an arrow.
So STEM is like what? Science, technology, engineering,
and
and math. Yeah, okay. There
Sebastian Marquis says, looking at the previous 7 sessions in the market profile for the ZN, it closed below the value zone. I think we are experiencing a correction in the S&P, but the question is, with this volatility, when?
So he's pointing out that the treasuries are falling here. The one that I'm kind of keeping an eye on has been down. That's a pretty good down there, actually. Does it give me... Maybe. I'd need a better spot. And the E-mini looks good again. I don't know. That's what we want. Okay. Good deal. So I bought 2, sold 1. You notice now I started my position here, but I'm not unprofitable until down here. Let's see if they'll give it to us again. Cool. Aha. Did it again. See, now my average position is like way down here. So now I could potentially just like let it ride. Which of 30? I don't know. But we'll put our stop down in here. Let that go for a bit. The treasuries are definitely coming down. So I think that we can hold this. The question is always like, you make a little bit of money, take it off of there, or hold it. Okay, so that was an ugly turn back down. Yeah, so sometimes it'll move across it a ton. When it's moving across it a ton, that kind of tells us that we're in a range. So instead of trying to take something in like, okay, like let it go forever, we're going to try and see where the edges of the range are and try and make money off of the edges of the range. That one worked. Move that. Okay. Oh, almost. Come on. Oh, the salary's fighting hard. Doesn't like us. Oh. Okay, so that time we took a loss on one of them. That was not favorable. So that time they broke out of the range. They're being quite difficult right now. The thing you got to remember is you can lose like a couple of times in a row and still make money. As long as your losers are small and your winners are big. You'll notice like it's coming back up. I could have waited to see if it comes back up, but you don't know if it's going to do that. So sometimes you just got to take the loss where it is. Let's check out with our friends in Discord. What are they doing over here? There's loads of messages about brokers. Just Google it. Oh, somebody was asking, how do I trade? It looks like that everybody's margins are higher, which means that the amount of money that you have to trade for each order that you want to trade is more. Yeah, they're selling it. I don't think I can get in though. Maybe at 24.26. He's holding them back. So here's a. You see these right here? These outlines. This is basically a bar saying, this is the hour. So we started the hour here, and these are the ranges of the hour, right? And now, since we started this 6:30 hour, we are inside of the range of the previous hour, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of means it's more likely to be crafty on us, play games with us. I'll reset this. They did come up to the green line, didn't they? I don't think that one qualifies as a signal, though. Not yet.
Jerry is awake. Says, if I don't know anything, I just go get the wife. She knows everything.
Yeah, your mom knows what to do. We've taught your mom. We had her manage a trade or two for us, actually. I like that.
Sebastian Marquis says, your little Padawan looks happy.
He's probably a little bored.
Well, I don't really understand much of what's going on. I'm doing my best to understand.
Well, the whole trick here is to just watch it and get an idea of how it's behaving and try and predict where it's going to go. Right now, it looks to me like we've got people that are buying and people that are selling, and they're kind of fighting. And this guy that's selling, he's really trying. He's really trying to push the market out, and maybe he's going to get it. Maybe he's going to get what he wants. But they're fighting him. See that? See, they really wanted to get to that, to try and beat this previous low out at 24.15.75, and they didn't do it. And then they turned back on him and actually exceeded that previous bar. So I think we can buy it here. Just do one order to kind of be like really tepid. Oh, so didn't catch the best spot.
Harlequin says, show him some real markets.
Like
crude oil or garlic coin.
Garlic coin. I don't even know if there's anywhere you can trade garlic coin anymore. The biggest exchange they delisted it. But we can pull up crude actually. See, I thought that I had a good spot there, but no. I think they're gonna pop back up, but they're watching me and they're being like, Seth, he got in, so let's sell it. They're making some progress there.
Bot says, must be a strange market today if we have people that are buying and people that are selling. That's kind of unusual, no?
I don't think that either side really has control yet. We're not quite there. We are definitely like in an inside hour right now, right? I'm guessing that's how John Bots his name is John, a good friend of ours. I'm guessing that the way he would read it is that we're inside the previous hour's range, and so it's a little choppy because of that.
Jerry is awake says, maybe you can get pink slips for gold coin. And Bot says, thanks for the tip there, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, it's not always obvious to me. It's certainly not obvious to Everett. Yes. We can pull up crude oil though. A real market like crude oil. Good grief. Where is it? Oh man, you can get rid of all these columns that we don't need. Alert, the profile, the snapshots, orders, LDQ. Yeah. There's oil. Oil is super crazy. Oil is super crazy. Oh, and I need to change the number of levels of market depth you can see.
Bots says, by the way, loving this latest update to the TVC indicator.
Is it working well for you, John? Good. This right here is the TVC indicator.
Bot says, thanks for working through it with me yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to do more on those. I have found those to be useful. I don't know if it's like, it's definitely like a discretionary strategy sort of a thing, but it sure is useful.
Bots says, awesome.
There you go. So I think that they're going to turn green here, but he's not going for it.
Monica asks, what is TFC?
So TFC stands for time frame continuity. Let me show it to you. We put it in the downloads channel. I'll put the newer version up when we've written a couple of other things. But you see this little orange and blue thing down here at the bottom? Well, what it means is we are negative on the hour, we are positive on the day, negative on the week, negative on the month, and they're not all in alignment, so we don't have a time frame continuity, is what that means. And so you can look at the time frame continuity to see where we are in relation to all of the different time frames. And right now, we're in that makes me unhappy. It makes me unhappy. Not even gonna give me 20? Come on. There we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So this is crude oil. Man, they're at 28.54. How much did they drop over last night? Oh, yeah. And it's actually not the low. They went lower yesterday. Still. And I'm glad I was able to get out of that quickly because they are dang. They're just going for that low, yeah. No. Maybe? No? Okay, fine.
Bots says show them with the background colors active on a 5-minute chart.
Oh, yeah. If I come over here. And oh, did I not? Oh, it didn't save my workspace. Gosh dang it.
Harlequin says soon, open and crude, like 8 minutes. And Gary Rich says call Child Protective Services. This innocent child is being forced to bad screen watching.
Bad screen watching. This is not cooperating at all.
Jerry is awake says, wow, I'm going to have to go get a Suburban ride.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay, let's fix this. I had it set up on my workspace, but I guess I got the old version there. So now I have to come over here and set up the new one. IR TFC V2. And I want the I like cornflower blue and orange. And I'll make the background be the active background color. Up, down. Oh, and then I like to have these as bars. Oh, it did it as my default. Okay, cool. Okay. And then I need to turn the background on. Okay, so now you have it with the background. So it tells us, okay, positive on the hour, positive, negative, positive. But look, it's been all over the place up in here.
Everything is all over the place.
Well, a lot of that market action is just random. I've been trying to catch.
Bots asks you to expand to full screen with that chart.
There you go. Full screen. Looks nice. Oh, I did. It draws behind the other indicators too. That's interesting. Man, I missed that one. They're going to go for that 30. They're going to go for that 30, and then they could really turn positive, I think. Let's bring it back down so that you can see. I'll keep it like that for you so you can see, watch it. I really don't like the background color changed, but if you really, really want it to stand out to you, if you really want to use it as a filter, it is good to have the background does that. I just don't like the way it looks.
Bot says, look at how it caught the restart after the limit up.
Yeah. So he's talking about up here. They do look overall positive. In the longer run, I do think that we're probably going to be up today. The question is just how much grief are they going to give us?
Jerry is awake says, if the market keeps doing what it's doing, I'm going to have to go buy that yellow Cadillac down the street. and spray paint the rims gold.
What? I don't know if that means that it's being good to him or bad to him. I think it means it's bad. Because that's pretty ghetto.
Bot says, I put in dark green and dark red at 40% opacity to tone down the color of the background.
Okay. Well, let me come in here and let's just change the opacity on this one to just be really low. Like 10%. There. Now it's not so neon and I don't feel like gouging my eyes out. Should probably be a different color from the bars, but you notice too when the background is orange, the bars in here are more likely to be orange, and when we're blue, the bars in here are more likely to be blue. Not always, but there's something to it. They kind of pick a direction for the hour. Usually they kind of pick a direction for the hour, and then they just kind of go with it. Except for in the situation that we're in right now where it's just inside. Oh, I think I want to add to this. If they would be so kind as to fill me some more. Please, I want some more. Please, okay, fine. Get back. Okay. Oh, so there was the thing that I was looking for, but they didn't fill it. Yeah, look at that go. Get out of here. Go, 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 go.
Bot says, just a nice guideline to help you stay on the right side when the colors are in agreement.
Yeah. Well, I've taken way too many trades against the hourly time frame. Okay, so they went and they hit that high, and there was some fight against it, but a fight like that usually means that he's gonna push him. Yeah. Look at her go. This could really run for us. Come on. There you go. Now they're really blowing him out. Gonna go use the bathroom.
Right back,
yeah. All right. Oh yeah, this looks really good to me. They're gonna toy around with it here a bit, but I think that they're just gonna blow through this 40 and go back up to the 50 to 60 area. It's kind of interesting how quickly they turned too. That said, they did go a little far. Yeah, I like it.
Gary Rich says, Seth, can you super deliver some eggs? We are all out here in California.
Really? You know, when I was at this store, one of the things that disappointed me was that the only thing that they seemed to have a lot of was eggs. So that's interesting to me. Yeah, they're going to come back on this quite a bit. They were a little overextended there. Maybe the 38 wasn't the best spot. Hey, Ace, how are you? Oh, the kid walks out for just like 10 seconds and then you come in. Everett's with me this morning, but he'll be back. He just went to the bathroom real quick. I caught that long off of 2420, but the market's being really difficult this morning. I think they're going to come back down here and then maybe bounce for us. Yeah. I'm not too happy about it. Okay, but that's the hour start, so let's see how they react to this. Yeah, they're doing okay so far. Good deal.
Ace Trade says tell Everett he has to wear a diaper to be a pro trader.
No. that makes Asher the only pro trader here, and then I think I'm not wearing a diaper. Wait, Ace, Ace? Every time you come in here, man, you're telling me things that make me concerned. Okay. They held that hourly start pretty good. So I like that. I don't know if they have enough momentum to just like bounce right back up to where we were. Look at oil making a little move there.
Ace Trade says no, I don't wear a diaper. Just wanted to make you laugh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's see if we can work this out a little bit better here. So there's the sell. It's a little questionable. Wow. What the hell was that? Okay. What the fuck? Did you see that? Thanks,
Ace Trade says it worked. Lol. Ace Trade says now back to work.
You see, that was fucking crazy. That somebody was like, you know what? We buying this bitch. Like, sellers be gone. Holy crap. I haven't seen a shot across the bow like that in quite some time. Not quite. There we go. So now they are really developing a range around 37.
Gary Rich says bye bye any rally. Extreme VIX equals fade any attempted
You think
rally.
so? That's interesting. Because there's some really that was a really crazy buy order that came through into treasuries, or sorry, into the it came into the E-mini. They just bought the crap out of that thing. Like, they were going down, they hit the bounce area, and sellers were pushing it down, and then somebody came in and said, nope, we're going up today. I have not seen an order like that in the E-mini in a very, very long time. We've seen them short, but not long. That was crazy. Maybe it was a Federal Reserve. I don't know. That was just like a really unusual order. Now the seller's coming back in there again. Does it give me a long again? There he is. I was wondering if you were coming back. Man, he's taking forever. He's taking forever. Mm-mm. Sweep says, yeah, not much of a result after a few minutes. Yeah, well, they really formed an unusually broad range for this action. What's David say? What's David Felkine say?
He says no crash today, sideways day.
I don't think there's going to be a crash today, but Gary is telling us that volatility is still high. So I don't know. We could see a lot of both ways, right? Too late. Whale sure is twitch around a lot.
Gary Rich says, I posted a very good talk in IR room with chart book. I recommend listening to it.
Let's see.
David Felkai
Oh,
says,
in the interest rates room.
Good to see markets pause for a sec. Did digest the info. Today is the day for that amongst the chaos.
Yeah. Well, so let me tell you something. Yesterday was ugly. I when I looked at the chart at the end of the day and realized that how close they had come to the 13% stop, I was really quite shocked. But then I realized, like, oh my gosh, like they were totally gunning for it and they couldn't do it. They were totally gunning for it and they couldn't do it. So yeah, I'm gonna take it as a win. I feel like that the sellers did their worst yesterday and fell just a little bit short. So this doesn't mean that you buy this, but yeah, that bar is going down a lot. So I think that this seller of ours, or a buyer of ours, is gone. Whoa. Whoa, what? What? Well, this is interesting. I think that we want to ditch this. Okay. Well, that helps a little. Okay. There are no halts in the last 30 minutes of the trading day. Yeah, but they still didn't get 13. They still didn't get 13. And then the thing is like after they hit the 13, it was like nothing but up, and they went straight up to the 5% limit overnight. So I feel like that sellers did their worst, and they didn't get what they wanted. And now they're not going to really have the catalyst for a while. They're going to need another news event to really do that, to try and get it to 13. So I don't think that it's like really a thing. I just think that, like mentally there's traders that are like, wouldn't it be interesting if we hit 13% and they see it going down and they're like, well, let's sell it and see if we can get it, and they did their worst and they didn't make it. So after that, I think that, yeah, you have to sit down and say, yeah, maybe we are. We're going to have an inside day probably, at the very least.
Live action says Euro is falling off the cliff here.
Is it? So I have that one over here. Let's put the 6J and all those down in here. I don't really see it moving. Oh, it needs to be rolled over. A rollover. Oh yeah. Oh man, they ain't getting creamed. Good observation. I totally didn't catch that.
Adeptic says, I don't see it today for sure.
Yeah. There's no way they're going to get to the 13% today. They would need something crazy to happen. I mean, it would really take something super crazy to get a negative 13%.
Bot sent you a screenshot in Discord.
Okay, let's see what he's got. Price can trade lower until you put in a price pivot low. Good point. Okay. Oh, yeah. He's showing on the daily chart. Yeah. Well, I'm not convinced that we're hitting like the low. I just, I really don't think that the market can make a meaningful recovery. I use the word meaningful recovery until the social, what is it, distancing, is that what we call it? Social distancing is over. I think that social distancing has to be over first before we can make a meaningful rally. Okay.
Gary Rich says, let it drop 50% from the top and let the markets clear. We can begin to have price discovery. Adeptic says, it seems that the skew is dropped enough that we should not be losing our cookies.
Losing our cookies. Oh, did you see that jolt up? Man.
Live action says 6E 1.1019 looks like it might show some support.
Oh, that's pretty far down below us still.
And bot says that's a weekly chart.
Oh, it's a weekly chart that he's showing me. That's down here. Yeah, I really do think that we could make more lows. But I also think that at least in the short term, discounting any other possible crazy news, that we probably have the worst behind, that we're probably going to chill out a little bit.
Andre Santos says, good morning, Seth and all. So your boss came in to make sure you don't overtrade?
I wish. I'm totally overtrading right now. I'm trying to
Base Trade asks how good I am at Halo.
Yo.
I'm good. I'm okay at it.
He went and he got an Xbox to play the original one.
Well, I have an original one because I like collecting retro video game stuff.
But he's been playing on the PC this week at least.
Adeptic says never discount the White House for crazy news.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you're getting a lot of sweeps in here. I would say more of them are long, but now we're starting to see them short too. It seems like that they're trying to control the momentum going into the open. So what happens is we're trading the futures right now, Everett. And the larger market where you trade individual stocks isn't open yet. That opens at 7:30. So here in about 13 minutes. Yeah. Fuck. I'm unhappy today. All right. Well, they haven't been the best setups anyways. I've just kind of been hitting into things. We'll wait for the open. Wait, maybe 5-10 minutes because the open is really crazy. And then maybe it'll give us a good one that we can just hold. Oh, right? Yeah, read that.
Adeptic says yesterday our president mentioned July and August after getting everyone revved up that it was all going to go away after 15 days.
Right. That was really interesting. Like everybody picked up on that too. Like my wife, I was like, yeah, and the president's tone, that seemed like it was different. And she's like, yeah, he said that it could go till August. And I was like, wow, okay. So like everybody heard that. Everybody heard that. Federal banking agencies provide banks additional flexibility to support all households and business.
Gary Rich says dollar at 99.50. VIX at 57. Do not expect to recover any meaningful percent wise. It's a liquidity issue no matter how much of a tsunami the Fed throws at it.
Okay. I'm going to close oil, by the way. You saw it, but now it's just kind of in the way. Okay, so that was a meaningful fall that they had there. They're gonna...
Adeptic says, yes, you can drown the people in money, but if they can't get out of the house to spend it, what then?
Right. Well, and just in the market in general, it's like I think what you're seeing in the E-mini. Let's see, I FOMO'd that one. I thought that they were just gonna move around a ton because it was getting kind of sparkly, but then it didn't do it.
It looks like disc rot.
We're like, what?
It looks like disc rot.
What's that?
From the discs rot stuff. I don't know much about it. I just know that it looks like a weird burn on a disc.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I get what you're saying now.
Adeptic says, buy Amazon?
No, I think what you're seeing with the futures, like there's no liquidity to do anything. It's probably going to be the same thing for everybody else. They're not getting the money is not moving around to do a whole lot, and you're just kind of stuck waiting. Okay, inside bar.
Gary Rich says hoard toilet paper. It will be the new white gold.
There you go. White gold. Freaking.
Live Action says 2 hours ago went along ZF 137.060 price now at 137.060. Looks like a volatile day in T-notes.
Oh, yeah.
Adeptic says, I'm saying that only Amazon will be making money since we can all go shopping there with no restrictions.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, people looking for toilet paper, I'm on Facebook. Everybody's been, okay, here's liquidity coming in the 10-year. All my friends have been saying just buy it on Amazon. It's funny.
I'm pretty sure Adeptic is replying to Gary Rich's comment about toilet paper. He says, only till you use it.
Saw this really great video yesterday of a parakeet loading up his cart with toilet paper. It was hilarious.
Jerry is Awake says, at Gary Rich, what are you talking about? There's plenty of leaves around here. And Adeptic says, meaning it may become brown gold.
Nah, there was too much volatility around 18. That was a mistake.
David Felkai says, just use both sides.
Oh, there. use both sides of the toilet paper. What? Oh my gosh. No. I don't think that works, dude. Just go and get the three seashells or a bidet. You know, you can get a bidet too, but it's really hard. You know what?
Seashells?
3 seashells. Man. I'm not feeling so hot right now, man. It's just not cooperating.
Gary Rich says, if you run out of TP, just use plastic bags. Those sandwich-sized bags are perfect.
Maybe I'm just not really well focused, but man.
And I'm pretty sure Adeptic is responding to David Felkai with this one. Like our underwear?
Wait, you wear it, and then you wear it on, you turn it, is that what he's saying?
I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying.
The Demolition Man reference, yes. The 3 seashells. That's exactly what we're talking about. See, now they're going to turn back down. They're going to come back through this first. 26 is the line. They're going to come through it. Oh, maybe they're going to stop there. No, there it is. 28. No. We'll wait. You see the buyers, they came up there and they really sputtered out quickly. You didn't get the rush up that you should. And that's a little better. There you go. Are you trading live today or sim? No, it's just sim. I was trying to I was gonna be like, okay, here's like a good setup, but then like it's just been way too choppy to really. So the lesson is, shouldn't have taken any of those trades. Oh man, should get in closer to you so they can see in the camera a little bit better. There you go. See, 48 is like exactly where I would be like, Yeah. Maybe they just turned green and this is the long that I'm looking for. But I have a suspicion that they're going to smack it back down again. That this 28 level is pretty important too. On a good setup, I can cover commissions. Yeah. I tell you, the issue that I run into with the micro is that you want to trade it a ton, and then if you're not making real bank with it, the commissions just slice you apart. Donald Trump, failing Michigan governor must work harder and be more proactive. We are pushing her to get the job done. I stand with Michigan. Okay.
Gary Rich says, Seth, let the kid trade. Let's see his video game skills at work.
Yeah, there you go. Well, maybe we can give him the mouse in a bit. He's like, I don't even know what you're doing. You just look for a pretty number and then you click it. It's that simple. It's that simple. Look at this. By the time I buy it, it's going to come back on us. Ooh, I want that. I want that.
Adeptic says, nah, let the kid practice his reading skills.
That was kind of a little bit of an odd move to happen that close to the open. We got 5 minutes. Oh, no, 90 seconds. His reading skills. So the question is, do you think that we're going to go up or down on the open? Just guess. It's 50-50 chance. Yes. I actually think that there's going to be a buy on the open, but they might throw a little bit of, a battle for us.
Jerry is awake says, just a trading range before the open. And Adeptic says, the eternal question.
The eternal question. Up or down? Okay. 30 seconds. We're going to see. So we want to pay attention here, especially on this. This line is going to go really far. We'll see whether they're really buying or selling on the open. 10 seconds. It's going to get really wild.
3.
Go. Okay, so they did buy. Oh, wow. Okay, they bought. Sellers fighting them. They fighting because everybody's in now. Looks like buyers are holding it pretty good. Come on.
RJ Wheel says, just got here, I see. Finally, a reason to hit like button.
Oh, RJ, thanks. Need to get Win in here. We haven't seen Win this morning. I'm sure she would love to talk to Everett. Go. If we can beat out that previous hour high, this could be rocking.
RZH says, morning, Seth.
Heck. That's wrong. How are you doing over there? I hear things are doing better in your neck of the woods. Okay. So, sellers fighting it now. Not what we want to see.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Adeptic says, Seth, the kid is cute. Is he yours?
He's not mine.
Thank you.
Step. I mean, he is mine, but he doesn't have my genes in him now.
Harlequin says E-mini has much liquidity as crude oil. It's so thin.
Right. Oh, look at that pie come in. Ooh, I liked that.
Baron Cosgan says, it's coming down! Lol.
I don't know what it's doing. I think the buyers are going to win out because I think that somebody just got really screwed over there. But look at that go. So now they're going to make a new regular session high. Yay! Yes.
Gary Rich says, lol, at the NYCESE.
We just call it the NYCE.
The NYCE and
the
NASDAQ.
Yep.
1 or 2 people ring the opening bell.
It's going. Get gone. Yes. Thank you, sir. Check it out. Oh, I held it a little bit too much. I was trying to figure out here, like, okay, so now where do I? Probably here.
Live Action says, put the seatbelt on, guys and gals.
That was good. That was a good up move. Sellers are gonna come back in though. Can only go so far at a time before you're gonna get a little bit of a whip back. You hear that? Did you hear the bunny?
Oh yeah, that's what that was.
You hear the bunny? I wish I had that order up there to begin with, so that I could be buying again. But
RZH asks, where is Uzi, Luke, and Harlequin?
oh, that's good. Well, Harlequin was in here a little bit earlier, but I haven't seen.
I think
Uzi.
he's still here. He said he's talking about the liquidity.
Yeah, it was really nice, but I didn't have my orders sitting out there, and now I'm letting it come against me. That's wild. That seller is not giving up, is he? Look at that.
Live Action says, very nice, Seth.
See, if I had taken those profits on that, then maybe I could try getting in here again. And so I really feel like I screwed up. They're just gonna fight over that 30 area over and over again, apparently. Okay.
Deptic says, does anyone remember when we used to move 20 points in a full session?
Yeah. I was looking at it the other day, and somebody on Reddit was really overly excited about getting really close to the 13%. And I was like, yeah, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And they're like, well, if it had been open, an hour more, they probably would have gotten it. I mean, the futures are open. They didn't do it. But I was just looking at it, and I was like, yeah, but it was 50 points. Like, normally we're going for 2 points. 10 points in a day would be great. We just got creamed there. And now they're moving hundreds of points in a day is just craziness. But 50 points is still a lot of points to come short, relatively speaking, even though I know it was like, 2.2% off from 13. So it was kind of funny how that turned out. Well, I'm really mad because we caught the trade, and I just didn't have my limit order sitting out there because I didn't really realize what was going to happen. So I think now that, well, I could maybe wait and hold this and see what happens.
Live Action says, spillage hitting market order is ridiculous.
Yeah. If you hit in with a market order, he probably meant slippage. So like, if I buy it here and then a bunch of other people buy it before I do and it moves up while I do that, then I might end up getting like 5 prices away from what I wanted. The seller's trying so hard right there. Their sellers are trying so hard. I think that we think that we missed our chance. Yeah, but look, they're moving down. Okay, so I think that we need to do it more like this.
Gary Rich says the markets are splashing slippage all over the place.
Right?
Live Action says swoosh, ZF plus 7 ticks. Adeptic says that was a brutal reversal.
Yeah. Well, like I said, a lot more volatility come in, right? As soon as I take it in, they go. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be messing around in this area, huh? I'm trying to be the all-star and screwing it up.
Adeptic says, and it ain't over yet.
Oh.
Adeptic says, kid, don't pay to my English.
Don't pay to my English.
English, I will not pay attention to. Gary Rich says, bye-bye, opening rally.
Yeah, they faded it hard, didn't they? I really wanted to get out at that spot, and I was just like way too fast, and I thought they were going to go up again, and they didn't. So I'm really unhappy about how I managed that trade. That's, I guess I got a little bit more going on today, so it's hard to be like really focused in on it.
Adeptic says, attention, that is.
Yeah. The sellers are having a little bit of a hard time getting below the 24. Okay, finally. Now they're gonna expand this range, so they're gonna go below 23.95 for sure. Yep.
Live Action says, looking at a 5-minute chart, and it looks like market hardly moved.
Oh, on this one, it just looks like a doji. Yeah. Big tail. Big tail. It's not favorable to yeah. I'd say overall the way that open happened means that we can sell it. I don't know if they'll go below yesterday's lows and all that, but they're going to be pushing the downside here. 23.80 would be hard for them to get past, though. Slowing down a little bit there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that might happen. No. I think I find the spot, and then I definitely don't have it.
Adeptic says, I'm just sitting out the open these days, like poking your head into a wood chipper.
Well, normally I do, but it's already been 10 minutes. It's already been 10 minutes, so I don't know. Some good little stop runs on higher there. Nope. I thought I was wrong. How can you just be wrong so many times, huh? It's just so wild, so it's really hard to make money in this kind of environment. Well, maybe we could have traded the treasuries. I don't know. The treasuries don't seem to be all that concerned about it right now, though.
David Felkai says, stops 2380.
Lower again.
And Adeptic says, first day trading, Seth?
Right. It feels like it.
Live Action says, NQ at Globex open, I don't know what YM means. At yesterday, low may battle here.
Oh, YM is another instrument. YM is the Dow Jones. Okay, they're going for yesterday's low, or not the yesterday's low, the overnight low. Let's pull this. Let's move that down there, and let's pull this over here so we can see. Not yesterday's low, but they're going down to that area. There's some big buys down in here, though. Okay.
Baron Koskin says 18,000 Dow.
Guess not. This is gonna run. Go, 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 go.
Gary Rich says the buyers pop their heads up, the sellers whack it down.
Oh no. The buyers just, oh wow.
RGJ Wheel says YM breaching 201,000 to 200 is important. That's been a firewall.
No, there was people. You see these bubbles right here?
Yeah.
We'll move it over so they can see these bubbles. Buyers were fading it. The sellers came down and the buyers bought it all up and then just creamed them. And that's why it came back so hard. Almost to my order. Come on.
RJ Wheel says that is a well-defined bottom on
Yep.
YM.
That was a good. Yep. Oh man.
Live Action says wowie, whoa whoa.
Wowie,
Nice
wowie, wow.
reversal.
Yeah, sure was. And we caught it too. Look, we got it. Oh, that's it. That's what I want. That's what I want right there.
RJ Wheel says AJ low.
A J-Lo? Is that what? What is a J-Lo? Interesting. Look at the treasuries too. The treasuries just got creamed there. Okay. I like it like right here. No, I guess not. So they're probably going to come back down to this line and bounce.
RJ Wheel says well-defined bottom. Gary Rich says just wait to 10. No, just wait 10 to 10:30. East rotation coming.
That might be.
Estimate rotation. EST. I'll just say EST.
Yes. Well, he's saying probably we go up for the next 45 minutes and then maybe they will turn a bit. But like, so if we get above 2407 again. Not sure if it's quite ready.
Live Action says, lol, oh yeah, I forgot about my T-note trades. No matter, crush this ES today.
Oh, good job. Did you catch that bottom there? Or did it take off? It did. Sweet. It gives us a little bit of room to work with. They just don't like me so much. Ooh, it's going wild now. What is this? Sellers are fighting it really hard. Ooh, I don't know which way this is going to turn out. Ouch.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't you. It was the market. That hurt.
Sorry.
That coming back down that way kind of hurt.
Gary Rich says, if Brent gets under WTI, watch out, it's bad. That spread has come in hard and compressed.
Okay.
David Felkai says, the range width is crazy. Do they want to get short above evens to drive a breakthrough stops around 80s?
That order flow there when they turned back down on that bar was really interesting. The sellers are trying really hard, but so far they haven't done too much damage. They're heading down there though. But if we bounce and make a higher low, then it's going to be really, really, really good. So they're going to try their hardest to stop it from happening. So if we got like, here's a low, and then if they come down and they come short of that this time, then that's really, really good for the longs. Okay. So we do see some buying coming in.
David Felkai says the offer was gone when that popped.
When we moved up? Yeah, it did kind of move a little too easily.
David Felkai says low volume, but traded a lot up there.
Yeah, you know, we should pull up our... where is it? Oh, maybe I got rid of it. All right, well, let's see what happens. Even if they make a lower low, if they only make it by a little bit, it can be bad for them. So, I don't know.
Live Action says at Gary Rich, watch that 26 CL NG looks interesting down here.
There you go. A little bit more. Come on. Nope. That's not good. Okay, so they did get a little bit lower that time. Oh, and I'm not seeing those buyers come in, man. Man.
Gary Rich says simply yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're pointing out at the watch that 26 CLNG looks interesting down here as well. Okay. Look, the buy is limited here at 78. Go, 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 go. Nope. He's trying. He knows. He knows that it matters. Okay, now I'm seeing some absorption here. The treasuries are still coming down. I think that they're going to pull this out. Yeah. Okay. Stop run.
Gary Rich says spot VIX 80 front 61 point again day 2 of selling deep OTM call VIX premium 1 week out.
The buyers are trying to buy it and hold it, but yeah, we usually say it like spot 61 spot, whatever, but well, no.
David Felkai says FML wears 7%.
Gosh, I'm just like, I want to be done with that. Okay.
I haven't been awake to see the sunrise for a while.
Is it out now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's start over here. Because I was really not thinking when that last one. They did beat the overnight. They didn't get to yesterday's. I do think that the buyers are going to reverse here, but was like taking it in totally the wrong spots. Oh my gosh.
Adeptic says VIX is climbing to new high. David Felkai says it's revered for the past week on the back of multiple 500 plus bids getting filled and relentlessly the keep rebidding.
They keep rebidding. Okay. Well, maybe I got it that time. Mhm. I seem to have a knack for not getting filled. You know what I mean? Like I want to, that right there is what I want. Too late.
Live Action says, wow, closed just before that reversal spike. Missed it by a fraction of a second. Gary Rich says, the weekly 180 to 200 plus UVXY calls are very ripe to sell premium. Juicy. Juicy.
Man. So anytime that I think that it's like come up and then there's a spot that they're going to hold, they don't do it. Oh, they came down and when they moved back up, there was so many stops. So this one is giving me a long, and they're fighting it particularly hard. I think that there could be a reversal, but I'm too early.
Everything's fluctuating.
A lot, yeah. Well, the volatility that you're going to see after 7:30 is always going to be higher than what you see before it. At least in ES, right?
But the charts, I feel like I'm looking at a mountain range that got like obliterated into neon colors.
Okay. See, that's the bottom of the range where we should have been taking it, but I'm not going to load up any more than that.
RJ Whale says, YM has capitulated.
Capitulated?
Capitulated. I don't know what capitulated
Means
means.
that one side is completely given up.
Yeah, that's accurate. RJ Wheel also says we'll see 15,000 before we see 30,000.
The sellers just took over there. So why am I trying to buy that there? That don't make no much sense. But it doesn't make much sense to sell it here in this location either.
This selling of Gary Rich says this selling of UVXY calls has to be done by Tuesday. By Wednesday, the time decay will accelerate so fast on Friday. Expiry Thursday the next week will be sold at the same areas.
UVXY? Which one is UVXY? That's like...
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
UVXY. That's the VIX Ultra Short. So he's saying he's... Oh, wow. So he's like mondo loading up on short volatility, huh?
David Felkai says this won't stop until we see those 500 lot icebergs.
I don't know if they're going to stop at all. I don't know if I can ever catch a winner in this action, because every place that I think I see a spot is like it's not.
David Felkai also says like at 55.
Nope.
Live action says so stressful. The markets are freaking out and you don't think anything is wrong.
All right. Well, there's definitely something wrong.
Guido Sledden says you had plenty winners but did not take profit.
So I had a couple. You know, it's really hard to look at the stats on here, but it looks like most of these did take a little bit for me. It's really hard to know where to do it, you know?
Bot says lose that one range chart, slow your time frame down. And then RG Wheel says absolutely bots. I can't believe the chart size I've increased.
So I'm trying to yeah, that one was a little bit better. I don't know. The thing is that when it was I'm not focused enough to really catch the, you know, the get out spot. Now this one is maybe a little bit different. This one I see as I should be able to hold it. So I think there and I'm like, okay, I just kind of hold it. And what's been happening to me before is then they just completely retrace it. System, do you usually try to play front side chasing the breakout at the tops bottoms for momentum? Well, preferably you don't want to chase it, right? But if I saw a breakthrough a level that I thought was important and I can see it kind of holding that as it comes back, that's when maybe I will load up more.
RJ Wheel says, like how you punched the word, absolutely. Kid is a pro. Thank you.
So 78 or so was one spot. Right? This should just be able to run. Now the question is, how much do you want to take? So 500 was what we would like, but I do think that we could get back to the start of the hour like 2407. It's possible. There's going to have to be some pullback first, though. Now that's interesting. It's not interesting to me that they're pulling back, but just the amount of fight and stops and stuff that were happening there. Bonds and Xian holding bid.
Live action says not a good sign, and Adeptic says, so let's keep in mind that the VIX is about to challenge the highs of 08, then the only thing standing in the way of an all-time high is the Black Monday of 1987. Live action says for yes.
Okay, so I'm not getting any kind of reversal signs yet. I don't know if they're going to make it back to the open of the hour, though. It sure does look positive, though. I mean, the thing that's irritating to me is that I've only been seeing longs when throwing all of that down. That's really not what we wanted to be looking for, huh? Okay.
Gary Rich says the ES overflow is going bonkers.
Order flow. So when we're watching this and we're watching the orders hit it, that's where we talk about watching the order flow, because we're watching all of the orders hit and how they do it. So when we come up here and it goes like whoosh, maybe it'll do it here. It's like, oh, whoops. What the heck? That is not what I wanted. Maybe when it comes up here, you might see a whoosh and it'll go up like 8 points at a time. Okay, well, there it was on the downside, okay? Goes really fast on the downside. That's a stop run. So if we're still bullish, you want to fade the stop run. Because what that means is like a bunch of people sold. Because they had long positions and they had to get out. Now there are less people to sell. Okay, but that one was different. The sellers pushed that. Outside bar.
RJ Wheel says this is perhaps the most hectic day so far. RJ Wheel also says, does Ninja Replay have slow motion?
I don't know. I've never used the Ninja Replay, to be honest. I don't trust. I really think if you want to replay the market, that you should just record it on video and rewatch the video. Should have faded that one, but now I'm not so sure about where's the safe location. We are kind of in a hasty
RJ
area.
Wheel says I was joking.
Oh.
And then
I didn't get
Adeptic says no, but YouTube as a frame by frame.
Oh yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, no, that joke totally went whoosh. Okay.
I didn't get the joke either, but I know nothing about stock trading.
And really spanning the chart here. Interesting. Okay. See, they didn't come to that point where the hour turns green yet.
Live Action says, wow, the reversal, I think it's off ES yesterday low, and 1,000 tick reading brought 50 handles. Show me the volume futures just popped in. How does today's action feel to you?
So for the way the action feels to me, I feel like that there are sellers out there that are just really negative and are not necessarily the most informed investors, but they just want to sell everything. And it looks to me like they're overextending on the downside and the smart money is buying it. That's what it looked like especially when it turned that first time. The smart money bought that. But it's an incredibly difficult action to read. I haven't been doing too well. Gary asks, what are the blue and red or blue circles? Those are large orders. Those are large orders. Kind of just like the jigsaw bubbles. Okay, now they are positive on the hour. At 2407.75. Okay. Let's see them push it. Okay. Yeah, like when you think about it, like big bubbles like that down at the lows, I don't think we've really seen it like that for a few weeks. So something's changing. The treasuries are still relatively up though. They kind of the E-mini needs to get above this 2408 area. 2408 and hold it before I think that the treasuries would really start to be panicked.
Live Action says, I noticed last night Davies and Demetrius platforms are near identical.
So I think when he says Davies, he's talking about Jigsaw, but what is Demetrius? Who's that? You'll have to elaborate for us.
Well, even if they do elaborate, I won't understand it.
Maybe we'll. Okay.
Live Action says 1.2 million a day trader.
Oh, okay. Oh, is he one of the guys at Axia? That boy is desperate. What do you mean?
I like it. I like reading people's like chat messages.
Yeah, you gotta keep the
Everything else I
messages
can't
coming, guys.
understand.
Gotta keep them coming.
Live Action says bingo.
Okay. There are some things that I really should have on here that I don't have access to, like the internals and stuff. You know, like the nicey tick, and it's okay. All right, so that right there was kind of our. How can I deal with this? See, this is the issue that I have is when it's time to get out. How do I do it? And one of my tendencies is to just like sit here and not do anything.
David Felke says Demetrius platform? Question mark.
That short signal actually looks like it's failing.
Adeptic says trailing stops.
Yeah, maybe that's what I should be doing, huh? Look at it go.
Gary Rich says, let's hear a joke from the young kid, break up our stress.
You have a good joke. Oh. So they're fighting him at 2400. Buyer's holding it for now. He'll think about one. Oh my gosh, this is stressing me out now. I think they might go for it.
Gary Rich says, or a real report on the status of the mystery rabbit.
Yeah, tell them about the rabbit. How is the rabbit doing?
Okay, the rabbit is in the cage, in the room above us. And it's in a cage. It's like a rabbit mansion.
It's like a rabbit mansion.
The rabbit doesn't like people. So.
She doesn't like people anymore?
I want to say she does, because whenever I walk into the room, she freaking runs into a wall.
It freaks her out a little bit, huh?
Yeah, she also freaks me out in the middle of the night, because when she's drinking out her water bottle, it sounds like it sounds like metal, and I think somebody is trying to pick the lock of our house.
Oh, because you've got one of those water bottles on the side, and she kind of chews on the bars. It's like,
yeah, like that. And so far, she is still serving her sentence for assault against her owner.
oh, what happened?
Well, that was a joke.
Oh. I was like, really? She did scratch Abby one time, didn't she?
I think she scratched all of us at one point.
See, here's the problem that I never knew about rabbits. Okay. Well, okay, so here's the first thing is the thing that I did know about rabbits that you should know about rabbits. They're awful pets. No. They're not awful pets, but they're really great pets for a certain type of person, and I am not that type of person. Oh, I want that again. Thank you.
You need to be able to, like, having a pet that's like a small mammal, with like the exception of dogs. You should be ready to get bitten.
Any small animal. No.
Small mammal.
Right. Okay, they're doing twisty things a lot here, which might actually be really good for us. Yeah, so but anyways, but then the other thing that I didn't know about rabbits is that their claws are really short.
They are. Adeptic says they are fantastic with mustard and white wine.
Oh my. Do not let my wife hear you say that, Adeptic. I just kind of hinted like, so when the rabbit dies, are we gonna like get a rabbit? Are we gonna keep the rabbit's foot? Because I've heard stories of people, and they said, yeah, when I was a kid, my rabbit died, and so we got the rabbit's foot from it, and I carried that around with me in my pocket for years, and only now do I realize like how gross that was. And my wife is like, what? You don't do that. And I'm like, where do you think they come from, dear? Where do you think a lucky rabbit's foot come? They don't grow on trees. Oh man. Go, come on. They're consolidating here, but I think that the buyers have a good spot.
David Felkai says, at these levels, ES traders have now become penny stock traders.
Well, and some of them. I mean, the funny thing is there's so many of those stocks out there like Google and Apple that were like getting up to $1,000 a share because they refused to split the stocks because, I don't know, they thought it was more prestigious or something. It always drove me nuts. Should split the stock. Good grief, guys.
Live Action says, Seth, how long has Davies been with Jigsaw?
Well, he invented it. Peter Davies, he wrote it basically. Like basically what happened was they were already writing stuff on the Big Mike forum, and then he kind of took some of the stuff that they were doing, and he started a platform, and then he didn't have enough time to do it, so then he was always a software development manager, so he just started hiring people and outsourcing the work on it, and that's how they did it.
Gary Rich says a picture of a rabbit is the best type.
Yeah, he founded it.
Guido Sledens agrees. And David Falkai says since 08, I think.
Yeah, and so it's been, I think it was even earlier than, 2008. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Because I remember hearing about it in like 2010, and it was just a Ninja Trader, and yeah, man, they've come a long way. But then when they made their own platform, that's when it really started to take off, Okay, well, now that they're meaningfully above that, I think maybe I shouldn't have taken that order off, but if they came back there, I could maybe buy it. Let's just, no, I guess not. Too late. I'm too late. It's like I know where it wants to go to, but I don't want to hold it until it goes through it, and then I miss it. So that strategy doesn't really work.
Live Action says the reason his platform pick has a date on it, 2018, and he had T-Tech ladders up.
Oh. His platform picture. Where is that? Well, you're right. Before that, it was TT was the only game in town. Like, they basically wrote it because they didn't want to use the TT DOM. They're like, this is ridiculously expensive. And thank goodness they did, because now TT is actually a reasonable cost. I'm not confident in completely loading up on it here.
David Felkai says TTCQG. Sebastian Marquis says that child radiates happiness. Well, thank you.
They wait for me to take it, and then they start pushing it. It's so annoying.
David Felkai says CTS T4.
Now it. Oh, right here. Now, hold on.
David Felkai says every expensee made way to PD.
Oh, not quite. Not quite that time. A little bit more, come on. You need a big old stop run goes, yeesh. Not that much. We don't want you don't want a huge stop run in your favor, right? You get a huge stop run in your favor, you want to think about taking it off. But maybe just a little one to get us filled would be okay. I remember when Ninja had the Gami indicator, which was basically cumulative delta. Yeah, like in Ninja Trader 7, and you had to have all sorts of special stuff to even get order flow stuff to work. Yeah. But that is exactly, though, why I think that Ninja Trader 8 is the best platform if you want to do charting, because those developers made all of that stuff for Ninja Trader 7, and then Ninja Trader turned around and they made Ninja Trader 8 with all of that stuff in mind in order to make those indicators easier. And it is way easier to make those indicators in Ninja Trader 8 than any other platform out there. And I don't think that anybody else has that kind of a community where they're going to come up with new stuff and but it's just great.
David Felkai says, Gomi, that is old school.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a pain that Gomi was to get to work in Ninja, I bet. A tip, viewing the tick indicator as a delta at times is an edge. You mean the NICE tick? I really just need to start paying for it. I was looking at it the other day. It's not that much to get that data.
Bot says it was easy.
It required a little bit of setup, but I never dealt with it, so I can't comment. I do remember John showing me what he had to do. But yeah, it was great work by Gomi. Like, honestly, can you think of another platform where just people using the platform came up with something so useful and then it got integrated into the platform and made the platform better? You know?
Live action just says why.
Yes. It means yes. Wikipedia. I mean in trading, but
Live action says, Seth, it's a must for me if trading indices.
it's a must for me if trading indices. Indices. He's talking about equity index. So this is so the way that it works. Remember I said it's like a collection of all of the companies. So there's like the S&P 500 index, and they select which companies they want to put into it. But there's also the Dow Jones index, and that has a different set of companies that you put in it. So that's an index.
David Felkai responds with a face.
Was it face with open mouth? Wait, how would it read it? Let's see how it reads it.
David Felkai says null.
No. It said null because in German they
No.
say zero. Null. That's great.
RJ Wheel says, in lighter news, Tom Brady official, he is leaving Patriots.
Is he retiring or is he
Not
just
time.
leaving
He's won
them?
the Super Bowl 15 times. I know he's won at least like 11, 12 times.
Gary Rich is like, what? Where is this news? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Show us. Source or GTFO. No. Oh, look at that.
Bot says Gomi made it possible for us to record real-time up-down tick and bid-ask data without paying for an expensive add-on data feed.
Yeah. 2430 area is going to be the next little battle if they make it up there.
David Felkai says, we'll see him in the chat room soon swinging 1,000 lots.
Even breath stuff is still useful. What is breath stuff? That was something before. Oh, is that that's another one of the index internals. What do we see here? Stimulus plan will include roughly $50 billion for the airline industry, as well as billions of dollars in general stimulus that could include a payroll tax cut. Please, a payroll tax cut would be so great. Please don't say Brady goes to the Raiders. No, wait, where is it? Okay, let's search. Let's search. Tom Brady. Brady to leave New England Patriots and play elsewhere next season. So he's a free agent, and we don't know where he's going to play. Oh, that's so interesting.
No.
I would have thought that he would retire.
Yeah, I would think he'd retire too. He's won 15 Super Bowls.
He's older than me. I don't think I could play quarterback in the NFL. Man, that would. I mean, even if I was like had the body for it, like I would be toast by now. Okay. David says, help me understand this payroll tax cut. They are cutting taxes.
Tom Brady's a quarterback for the Patriots.
They're cutting taxes that don't exist because people are not working. Well, okay, so here's the thing about the payroll tax cut that because David is from Germany, that he's probably not catching. Okay, the payroll tax is how we pay for Social Security. So like the government side of the retirement benefits, that is paid for by your payroll taxes. So Republicans are always trying to cut the payroll tax because they think that if Americans realize how much money they are paying into taxes for Social Security, that they would decide, hey, I would rather just get the paycheck and you can, I'd rather get the paycheck and save it myself. And of course, that is like the Democrats' crowning achievement. So they're always super freaked out by the payroll tax cut. And so that's why it's such a controversial thing. Oh, I thought you were from Germany. I'm wrong. You're from Europe, right? You're not from the US. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, so there's always that political battle going on, but like everybody pays the payroll tax cut when you work. So anybody that's making money right now, of course, there are some people still working. Anybody that's making money, they pay that payroll tax, and especially business has to match the payroll tax too. So if they get rid of the payroll tax, it's really, really beneficial to small businesses. Like our friend Uzi in Florida, he said that a payroll tax cut would help him tremendously. That was a bar. What bar was interesting?
I see this is not a temporary measure.
Well, they're talking about canceling the payroll tax till the end of the year, but yeah, Republicans would definitely like it to be permanent. What is John showing me here? Hold on a second.
Adeptic says if you can't go outside to spend the money. ...
Right. Well, you know what? So have you guys been outside? Because when I've been out and about, it doesn't look like anybody is self-isolating. Like I was on the train. I had to go and get some equipment for my work and to bring home. Like I brought home my dock. And there was just as many people on the train as there normally were. Like, you guys are supposed to be self-isolating. Nobody's doing it. Oh, that does not need to be open yet. Anyways.
Adeptic says I only go outside to search for white gold.
For white gold. For toilet paper. My gosh. Mm-hmm.
Live Action says my accountant has a picture of one piece of paper, the original IRS form.
I'm kind of tempted to stack on here, but I actually think that if sellers come in, that they would probably get a pretty decent trend down. So maybe I should just be getting out.
Gary Rich says I'm allergic to the sun. Us vampires have an issue with that darn sun.
Okay.
David Felkai says stock certificates are the new toilet paper.
Well, that trade was really good. I had some mistakes earlier though that cancel it out. So I'm just gonna hold this for now. The hour is still negative. Am I gonna get a? Oh, don't tap on that. They can hear that.
Adeptic says, who needs the sun when we have those cute vitamin D pills?
Cute vitamin D pills. What? I didn't know that there were vitamin D pills. Maybe I should get some vitamin D. I mean, the thing is, you could go outside.
Instead of eating 2 gummy vitamins, just eat 3 gummy vitamins.
I say you should go outside. Just stay 6
gummy
feet away
vitamins.
from everybody.
Eat 3 gummy vitamins.
Yeah. Go out in your backyard.
I'm gonna let the dog go.
Oh my gosh, that dog is such a whiner. Administration discussing combining House Corona bill with an $850 proposal creating a huge package the Senate will try to clear this week would force the House back into session before any aid would reach Trump's desk. Curious. There was a little that action up there on the top was not positive. Oh, wait, what? Hold on a second. He left the bird out. Okay, you probably heard all that. I didn't mute it. Should have muted it. Coronavirus update. Louisiana records 4th death due to virus. Okay. Wondering what to do here. I don't know if they're gonna go short, but we are like on an inside bar again. That probably resolves up, but yeah, I always leave them alone until 8:30 or 9, but okay, so let's watch. Okay, so I think that what I need to do is watch on the downside and see if there's any absorption. Because it's getting a little volatile up here. So people are probably shifting around and changing positions, and sellers might try and sell it down. Sellers could maybe make it back down to like the 80 area, but I'm skeptical about them making a new low of the day. Although we didn't make a higher high, so I don't know. Zien broke through overhead. Good. Thank you for alerting me to that. I did not realize. So are shorts coming in here? Well, I don't know if I really want to take it. Well, I could take it above. Where is that? There's 07. And then okay. So we could try a really tepid short up in here. Okay. Wow, that goes against me so fast. See that move right there? Was not positive. Moved up and they came way short. ZF going into overhead resistance, making for a tough call.
Live action says, ugly shirts, ZF going into overhead resistance. Oh, yeah.
What's this one?
Bots said ZB tested this week's open and then pulled it back below it at 179.18.
Okay.
Gary Rich says, oh my, the border collie has some wicked eye-watering gas. Where's my corona mask? Right in the middle of a trade. Oh, I hope I don't pass out holding my breath.
Oh, you gotta keep it to your mouth.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot.
But dogs can't carry coronavirus, so it's okay. Bot says it still looks like it wants to go higher. Yeah, that's why I was like super tepid on this one.
Bots says ZB.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I misunderstood what you're saying. Did that just give me a long? It did.
Live action is
Need to
very
puke.
confused.
Need to puke. Okay.
Gary Rich,
So you be treating like NQ lately, easy to get confused. Everything is trading just wild, man.
especially wild when you don't understand what's going on.
Well, they're buying it. Look, they're buying it. That's what's going on.
Isn't that a good thing?
As long as we're long. But we are. We are.
Like if things are.
Look at that. Look at that. Go.
I don't know much about economics, but I do know that it's if people are buying and selling stuff, then it's good.
Mm-hmm. All you got to do is just watch the way this thing is moving. Or, I mean, the way you start is you watch the way it's moving and just kind of notice the patterns. Right? So it's like two armies. There's the guys that are selling and there are guys that are buying, and these ones in the middle are like when they're throwing arrows at across each other. You kind of got to see, okay,
No Man's Land?
which side is winning? Which side is winning right now?
So which one do you want to have more of, buyers or sellers?
Well, so it's better if we see more buyers in ES, then that is generally means that the economy is doing well. Okay, that one already is. Yeah, it's pulling high on us.
Bot says ZB running for $1.50. Move in the first 2 hours of the RTH session is not that what they lulled us into seeing.
Man, this is wild. think that they're going to turn here. Look at all of that absorption on the upside. Oh, I don't know. This is weird. I'm a little freaked out now. Okay. I'm a little freaked out now. And well, they might just do that. Darn. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know if it's going to turn. It looks like that they're using this opportunity to try and squeeze it higher.
David Felkai says, what used to be a volatile day is now a 5-minute bar.
Right. Did they fill? No, they did not. Thank you. That makes me a little bit more comfortable. Feel a little bit more comfortable. Was now falling back. It's so weird. It's this spot. Was this like where the open was or something? No. Oh, close. We're close, but it's not up here. The buyers are going back up to the high again many, many times. So it's a very, very odd flow. Wow. Okay, but then the sellers come in. This is just something else.
Bot says, exactly, David Felkai. Every 5-minute bar is like a new day. He's right.
I really think that they're going to turn, but at the moment they're not quite giving it to me. Come on.
Live Action says that 60 short earlier is now turning at target.
It's a little too tight. I don't know if they're going to do it or not. Okay, that's it right there.
Ace Trades asks if Everett say everything. I can't speak anymore.
He's saying everything right now. Yeah.
I'm saying just about everything.
He's reading all. The robot voice lady is taking a day off.
Yeah. Gary Rich and Live Action are having a conversation, and I'm not going to get into it.
Oh.
And David Felkai says, okay, can I buy every stock on my list and hold for the next 5 years?
I don't know if there might be some further downside, but I think that sometime between now and August you get a good buy. Yeah.
Ace Trades asks, will you say the words fart on my finger? And Bolt says, 110 moved down in ZB in 10 minutes when they failed to hold the weekly open.
They're turning here hard. Yep.
Ace Trades asks if I'll sing "I Am in Love with Girls." I don't know what that song is. David Felke says, Seth, why don't you let him trade?
Because my pride has been hurt by all of those losses that I took earlier. That's
be able to do it anyway.
It doesn't sound too confident about it.
David Felkai also says, hedging for stem. I think that's what that is. Hedging. Heading with a G.
Hedging for stem? I don't know what do you mean? I think we could have him. We could force him to take one here, but we're gonna have to have the right setup.
Ace Trade says short signal 2,418 spot 00 if it hits.
Oh, now that's interesting, Ace, because mine already hit. Oh well, we're already through 18, but mine hit at 23. Well, whatever. I definitely got a good short signal. I know how much I can hold it for. I think that I should probably take a little bit of profit down in here. 2 off of in here. No. Dang it. I'm always just a little bit too late on those, huh?
David Felkai says, Everett, does this look like a fun video game to you? It looks like Dark Souls for the brain.
It's freaking hard, that's for sure. Okay, look at that. They came back up to the line and bounced right off of it. That's nice.
Ace Trade says it was good for a few points. David Felkai laughs hysterically.
Oh, I don't know if I liked that or not. Alright, well, we're going for it anyways.
Ace Trades asks, does Everett know that Seth is super rich and hides his money out in the yard, and he has to rake the leaves to find it?
I think so far he's been realizing that sometimes you can really suck at this, because I've made a couple of really awful trades. I think we've almost dug ourselves out of the hole, but that one awesome up was great. But I had made too many mistakes in the meantime. Like, it took me way too long to get into the groove, you know?
Gary Rich says, Everett, it looks more like Tetris on roids. Sebastian Marquis says, Seth, let the child enjoy the momentary holiday.
Well, he just give me 2 hours and then he can do whatever he wants for the rest of the day.
I kind of like reading all these messages. I like reading them. They're fun.
I think you like the live streaming part of it, huh?
Well, I'm about to get a live streaming. I just like reading the messages that everybody's sending in.
Well, that our trade just got screwed over there, folks.
Gary Rich says, Seth has a secret Cayman.
Cayman account.
I don't know.
The Cayman is a place where that's where everybody sends their money to hide it from taxes.
Ace Trade says, holy cow, did you get long on that bell?
No, it was too fast. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure out how to manage this now.
David Felke Kai says, every day from now on you should ask, what was your P&L today, Seth?
No, don't. Always be bad. No, it won't always be bad. But okay, what did I? Okay, so that
Bots?
one was okay.
Bot says, why is his mic muted from us?
Is it? No, say something again.
Hello.
Oh, you're just not close enough. I can turn it up a little bit. It's not muted. It was just quiet. You really want it like right in your mouth. Not touching, but
Like right here.
Oh yeah, that's probably way better.
Okay.
Lots of that. You gotta help. Some of these folks are a little old and hard of hearing. He's gonna give me shit for that later. Okay, well, I think Ace that it's gonna give us the swing back and forth again.
Bot says, COVID-19 delivery service there, Seth.
Oh, okay. I'll be careful about what you send in the mail.
Ace Trade says, better, but the tapping broke my eardrums. Oh, I'm sorry. Harleykin says, I'm not really motivated to write anything about the Chinese spot, little boy. Can you do a Chinese impression?
Well, then the bot ran out of requests too, so we couldn't do it even if we wanted to. Great. We are scalpers. We can make money on those 2 or 3 points. Okay. You're right, Ace. It's just like this action is like really hard.
I don't know if I can do a Chinese impression.
Oh man, when the Chinese robot reads it out, it's so funny. Fed launches commercial paper funding facility, says MarketWatch, to soothe functioning in the market. Okay, good question. Everett, math question. What is the percent change from 3,400 to 2,400?
Percent change? Is that like the difference?
Yeah. What percentage drop is that?
Percentage drop. Well, let me take a look.
It's going to be close to 30, right? No. You don't look. Don't look. You have to do it in your head.
So I need to figure out how much percent is between them.
No, it's okay. It's a number. It's a complicated number. It's oh, here it is. It's 70. It's 30. It's 30% drop. 30% drop. You'd have to do like long division with that. I know, maybe just shut her down for the day. I see a potential short forming. I think that they might cancel it out. It looks like that the buyers really feel like that they have people on the ropes. Now, this last high, when they were up there was some absorption. So if they break this last high, there could be I think there's some incentive for them to try and break this last high, but they're not doing it, right? So we're kind of like in the middle, and I think that I need to just like calm down a little bit.
Bot said 29.4. I don't know what that's supposed to.
That was the exact percentage decrease. See that? Aggressive down move, but then they just barely not at the ding. 26.
Bot says 1,000 point drop divided by 3,400. Huh. Rackley 3, I think that's how you say it. Rackley 3 says, just wait for the Fed to make a statement in short.
That has been the trade lately, hasn't it? Well, that one's not working out so well yet.
David Felkai says Fed has nothing left to say but that they got bullied by the Gov. Independent with the Gov BS.
I still think that this whole thing of trying to trade based off of does the market have confidence in what the Fed says or not is kind of silly, because the Fed is going to buy stuff no matter what. and their primary goal is to shore up the financial banking system and not necessarily to pump stocks. So
Harleykin says, Seth, your bot sounds strange today, less like a robot and more like a child.
right, that Google technology is really amazing, right?
I know, right?
Yeah, MBS means mortgage-backed security despite no housing collapse. Smart move. Oh yeah, but David, a lot of those banks still have that stuff on their books. A lot of those banks still have it on their books. So okay, well,
David Felkai says, buy corporate debt.
my corporate debt.
And then David Felkai also says, only part of yield to flatten.
Are you suggesting that as a trader, or are you saying that the Federal Reserve needs to buy corporate debt? I think maybe what you're suggesting. Well, it looks like they might try and go for it now. No, don't do that. They can hear it. Here. Put the headphones on. I don't necessarily need the headphones. Tell me if you hear a ding sound. So now talk.
Hi.
So now you can hear how loud you are, right? And you can hear that when you touch the microphone, it does make a...
I see. David Felkai says, my accent used to be German. Seems I got younger.
I got younger.
And then Gary Rich says, not really, the banks have transferred the mortgages to Fannie and Freddie. Yeah, GSE.
I'm pretty sure that Goldman still had a lot of... last time I checked, because I remember Dick Bove talking about that because of all those assets that they had on their books still, that it wasn't very good for them. Okay. So they did break the high. Not as exciting as I thought it would be. But now they're really going to eye the high of the day, huh? No? Maybe? Yes. Mm-hmm. Almost. There we go. I feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm actually a little disappointed that short never came in, but I guess it's a really good thing. Okay.
Gary Rich says, just like the banks are out of the student loan business, the Govy now owns it. Well, Maxine Waters.
Ugh. I can't believe that lady is on those those committees, but whatever. Yeah, I have to go and find the where it was that they were talking about that then, because I very clearly remember Dick Bove, saying, well, Goldman Sachs is a really bad spot to be because they still have too much of this on their books and stuff like that. Okay. Not quite up there. The treasuries are falling back down quite nicely there. See?
I heard a weird sound.
You heard the ding?
Yeah.
Like boo, like a flight attendant sound?
No, it was like a...
Oh, maybe that was just me. Oh, the click. You heard
Yeah.
the click.
I heard the click.
Like marbles bouncing together.
Yeah.
I made that sound. I'm quite proud of it. The click is when a large order gets placed. So they were messing with this 16 right here. They put a big order on it and then pulled it. Yeah. You hear it a lot.
Well, I'm not hearing it. I'm just making a noise.
I made that sound. I'm proud of that. I think it's a very pleasing sound. It always feels good when they move up. No, they don't want to listen to that. Germany coronavirus cases rise to 8,000 from 6,981. Hey, that was a really good up bar in the ES though. Are they pushing the high of the day now? Yes, sir. Right through it. They're going to push a little bit more before they're going to get their big stops, I think. Maybe not.
Greg M says, love a pleasing sound for alerts. Worst one I've heard is a trade station market open bell.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Some of the sounds that come built into a lot of these platforms are awful. Okay. They are not doing it. Interesting. Okay, so I think that I should... At some point, there's going to be stops. Where's they going to do it? And look at all of the absorption they're going against, too. Interesting. They're plowing. Plowing. I misspelled it.
Right, it's plowing. Plowing. Plowing.
This is trend day behavior. I gotta come back a little bit. It might just like completely come all the way back, and then I'll be sad. But Go. Nope. Okay. Good. Happy with that one. My oh my. This is really starting to look like an amazing rally. Could you think that they could make it to 20? You think they could make it to 2,500? Do you think that that's doable? Can you hear what you're saying?
Yeah.
You like it? Yeah. What are they saying? Are there new messages there?
It's just some people talking to other people.
No, you can still read those. So we can comment on that.
Okay. Rackley3 says, "Dang it, electrician just canceled appointment to hook up the solar panels to the net. I'm never gonna mine for free like this. They placed them finally 2 weeks ago."
You're trying to get your solar in so that you can mine. My dad has been starting to get deeper and deeper into the Bitcoin mining hole. Like he was mining Bitcoin, and I'm like, you realize that like you're like making a cent doing that, right? So now he's moved on to like the video card mining, and yeah.
Video card mining.
Look at him. This is just so bullish.
The peaks just keep getting higher.
The thing is, like, remember earlier, we were like in such a range, and it was like anytime that we wanted something to go, it just wouldn't do it, you know? And now all of a sudden, it just keeps going and going and going, and who knows when it's going to stop. Oh, looks like that might have been, that might be one signal to, oh, wow. Okay, you saw that. Come on. Holy shiznit.
David Felkai says, "Iceberg reoffer."
That was insane. They let it come down, and he was like, nope, we're done. Not done yet.
Gary Rich says, "The Aussie economy is under pressure with housing. If that cracks, defaults come. The RBA will cut to help out their banks holding that stuff."
That was crazy. But look, now they're coming back down again. Is he going to come back in? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Or do they go through him? They went through him. So if we assume that there's a person with a position here from 69, how far do they have to push him before he starts puking? So probably maybe 64. Yeah. Let's see. I haven't really seen like the real panic, but there was definitely sellers absorbing on that. That might turn into a really ugly short. I don't know. They're only just bringing it back to the average, though.
Bot says, almost 2.5 times counter trend period range.
Okay, so tell me, John, what do you think of that one? Do you think that that's a short? We'll put this right here. Well, I think that because I don't really understand what's going on.
Bot says 2480 spot 50 is 250% of counter trend period move.
Okay. Well, there's definitely was somebody really big that took profits of some sort up there. And there's definitely, well, I don't know about if there's big shorts coming in or not. It kind of looks like a potential reversal, though. It really looks like a potential reversal to me. Although when I've been seeing that, like they'll continue up many, many times first, right? I don't know.
Live action says I might go with you on this one. Ray R spot 5 now. Not much left to cut. Bot says can't really validate a short yet when you're above the day and hourly open.
You're right. It could reverse, but it's probably not worth it to us to take it. In fact, it probably makes more sense to try and I missed it. We'll just do a really tepid one here because they're pushing on the upside, and I really like to get this when they hit the stops. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. And not quite what I wanted. There you go. There you go. Trixie, Trixie. So you get what I mean by when I say the stops? Do you understand what I mean when I say the stops? Okay, so let's say this last move was up here, right? So let's say I really think that we're going to go short, right? And I sell it here. And then I say, okay, at which point am I wrong? Well, if it makes a new high, then I'm wrong. So I'll put my stop order right here, right? So if it hits there, it'll automatically buy to get me out of my short position. Okay. So what happens is everybody knows, there's going to be a lot of people there that are going to, be upset if it breaks a new high. They're all going to have their stop orders there. So they want to try and push it up there so that it'll touch that stop order and trigger them. And then you'll see if we make a new high up in here, you'll probably see a flurry of orders, taking it a little bit higher. So they're really close to it. They're really close to it, but they're not going for it yet. Come on. Watch right here. See if they do it again. They can't quite get through. So then what they might do is they might pull back a little bit, see if they can get some more shorts on. Oh, that one's pretty ugly, in fact. Okay. So now we could watch on this side too. When they break out of this range, you're going to see it on one side or the other. Ooh, they're fighting. They're fighting a bunch in there. Okay.
Bot says any reverse pullbacks is likely profit taking, not major selling yet.
Yeah.
Bots also says they're trying to hit the overnight limit high. Bots also says 2498 spot 00.
Yeah, I did identify that one. Oh, what's the one I said? Could they hit 2,500? That's what they want to do.
Bots also says your one range says you should have taken profit already.
Yeah. Well, I got out, right? Come on, show my kid the stop run. Show it to them. No. Okay, maybe on the downside. Oh, you will notice. You know, right here, right here. Look right here, right here. Look right here. See that?
Well, I noticed it, which means it had to be obvious.
Oh, you can't miss it when it happens, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that people can't see is they can't see the setup that it's going to happen, right? Because when you see that, if you really know that it's short, and I think at this point
I heard a ding.
Yeah, now it's saying we can go short. In the 10 minutes, I'm not 100% sure if we can go short. Oh, I think we can. We can. Okay. They don't. What you want to do is you want to say, let it pull back a little bit. Let it come back on us first, right? Like all these people that are short, let them get out first. No, but it's not going to do it. It's just going to continue. That's funny. Okay. But you can see there's this spot, right? And they're holding it. And then when they hit it again, there's a bunch of people who are going to get out. So if you know that there's people waiting on that, looking to get out at that spot, you could sell it up here on the expectation that they go and they hit into it. And we call that a level break. Okay, so there it is right there. Okay. See? Now they go for it. Just a little bit more. There you go. Now, the thing is, when you get a stop run like that, because so many people just sold that area, now there's less people to sell it. So it usually pulls back. So you got to get out as soon as you see that. And see how it went back up? And now, if we think that it's still selling, maybe we could try it again. Like right there.
What the fuck?
Maybe right there. Nope, I guess not.
There was a loud noise.
Oh, somebody from work message. We gotta shut it down here in 5 minutes. Maybe at 74. Yes, right there. Nope. Wow. See, there's this other game which is like, what is the edge of the range? Where are they gonna stop, right? Like, yeah, that one fell apart really quickly on us. 74 is right where I would want to take it, though. Well, I think I should just puke. If we're within this range, what is the safest place to take it, right? Because you don't want it to go against you, right? Oh, see, like that, we miss it. I just sold it there. Maybe we'll sell another one here. No? Okay, that makes me a little bit nervous. Okay, so now they've developed a range here, right? Probably the sellers are going to push. Okay, range extension. Back down. Okay, so that time there was a little bit of a push down, and it didn't really get below our price, right? So we don't like that. He's trying again. Extend the range a little bit on the upside again. Come on. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that time they came down, there was a little bit more excitement, right? But we haven't seen like the stop run. They did push down there. It's funny when every time that I think that there's like, oh, here's a spot. They're coming back up. Now he's going to push it down, and then they don't do it. Oh well, that's our stop right there. I think they were hit with COVID-19. This could be the last straw. I'm going to give 6A much attention now. Very interesting. We'll be able to discuss better later. Gary gives us good trades, guys, for sure. Okay. Now he does it. Now he does it. You see it? Oh, man. Well, we're kind of developing a range here still, so I think that they might go back up. But anyways, how you guys doing over here?
Greg M says we're now conditioned to short pops. Oh, I heard a ding.
Short pops enough to change the script? Right? It's really like... Well, the thing that I find so interesting was that I was holding that short, and then as soon as I give up on it, then they go down, you know? And like we could short this pop. Like, let's try it. Let's try it and see if they go back down to the other side of it. The other side of it is like down here somewhere. It doesn't seem to be doing that. Maybe we just need to be more patient. Oh, look, there now does it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. But the bottom side of it wasn't as far as we thought. 72.
Holy crap. It's the Grand Canyon.
I don't know. Given there was all this profit taking in this 75 area, I'm not so certain that they can really do a whole lot more. Like, that makes sense? They're gonna have to stop and range around here for a little bit, and there might need to be a deeper sell before they push up again. Those all were sells though. Oh, no, they weren't. One of them was a buy. One of them was a buy. Yeah, they're buying it. They're buying it. One more.
Birds.
One more try at this.
Birds.
Well, I got a good spot, at least.
Gary Rich says, wow, France goes on lockdown. Deploys military.
Deploys military? What?
I think they would just surrender.
Oh, the bad headlines hit right when I'm...
I think they would just surrender.
Dump that. I don't know. It's too random. Here's another thing. When it's moving that much, don't trade. Don't trade with a live order. Too random. We're done. We gotta go. I will see you guys tomorrow. Probably just me. Federal Reserve tomorrow. So we'll do 2 sessions. We'll do the morning and then the afternoon. Hope you guys enjoyed all of that. It was fun. Mostly, though, I hope Everett learned a thing or two.
Well, I figured out that stock trading is a lot more confusing than I thought it was. But I also
I'm
figured
talking to the microphone.
I figured out that stock trading was a lot more confusing than I thought it was. I also figured out that when numbers get really high, they become even bigger.
Yeah, thank you guys. Maybe I'll mess with it later today, but I get to work. So I will
Bye.
see you guys tomorrow. And in the meantime, stay profitable, friends.